Because even if Congress finds a way to reopen the government by early next week, that may already be too late for people like Keith Colburn, the crab fishing boat captain made famous on the Discovery Channel's The Deadliest Catch.
Just like being out on the water, chasing something, you know? It's like we're looking for that pot of gold, and our pot of gold is just a pot of crab.
Here's the rub for the captain. Crabbing season is just days away, and a shuttered government could mean no fishing license for him and his crew and his competitors. Today he was on Capitol Hill telling lawmakers to get it together now.
On behalf of all fishermen, I'm asking Congress to end the shutdown now. I'm a small businessman in a big ocean with big bills, and I need to go fishing.
And Captain Keith Colburn joins me now. Captain, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it. So the season is supposed to start Tuesday.
Yes, the Bering Sea crab fisheries start October 15th.
But even if the shutdown were to end today, which it will not,
We're basically locked down. Our fisheries are all closed because we don't have National Marine Fisheries. Well, I guess they're deemed unessential staff. They're kind of essential to us. Aren't on the job to issue our permits. So we're basically, right now, we're looking at probably a 3 to 4 day delay. That's if they open the doors today. Everything I'm getting now that I'm back in D.C. is that there's no real effort being made, or a push being made to get the government back on track.
And how narrow is crab season?
Well, our crab season is time specific because we are basically, especially our red king crab, about half of that goes to Japan, and the other half comes to the domestic market. And a good percentage of that goes to the holiday market, so New Year's in particular. So if we don't have our crab delivered, frozen, and shipped by about the first to second week of November, then it's not going to make the holiday markets, and we're not going to see the premium price that we would normally see this time of year.
So we're really talking just a few weeks here.
Yeah, not only a few weeks. I mean, we're talking a few days. I mean, if the government doesn't get their act together by the middle of next week, then they're going to definitely seriously impact our price at the dock. And that's going to spiral down to coastal communities, little guys, processors. It's not just, 80 fishing boats up in the Bering Sea.
How many people will this affect, do you think?
Well, near term, it's affecting, the 80 boats with 6, 7 guys on each boat. It's affecting the 8 or 10 processors that have hundreds of processors standing by waiting to take our catch.
And then the residual effect of all the people.
And the residual effect, And then the thing is, it's like the tip of the iceberg as well, because there's other essential personnel in other offices around the United States in the fisheries that, for, let's say, example, the observer coverage. That's a federal program. A lot of fisheries around the United States have observers. Right now, fishermen that are operating with observers on board are fine. But as their finish date or day's sailing gets met, then they have to be replaced. Well, right now, they can't issue cruise numbers to put any new observers into the system. So pretty soon, guys are going to start getting to the dock and being told, sorry, we can't give you a new observer, so you can't fish.
The bottom line is this industry depends on a working, thriving government bureaucracy. I don't mean that term in a pejorative way, but government workers, and they can't do their jobs because of the shutdown.
Exactly.
And if you guys aren't out there doing this, is someone else or other fishermen from other countries going to go and fill the void?
Well, we're fishing in U.S. waters, so other countries won't come in and actually take our crab, but there is a threat that our crab will be replaced by cheap Russian imports or pirated Russian crab. And that'll definitely occur in Japan. Right now, there's already a hint that, the Japanese buyers are a little bit jumpy about being able to get the Alaskan crab, so they're turning to alternatives. The alternative is to buy Russian crab. So, in effect, the government shutdown's putting Americans out of work and putting Russians to work. How does that figure?
So, I know in this town we debate tactics and procedures, and we talk about, well, the House Republicans shut down the government because they want to defund Obamacare, and President Obama doesn't want to defund Obamacare, or he doesn't want to dismantle it in any way. And right now there's this back and forth going on about the debt ceiling, but they're still not talking about opening up the government, the House Republicans. How are people in Alaska and Washington talking about, do they care about the point of ending Obamacare, or do they just want the government open so they can get about their lives?
You know what? I think I'm probably just like everybody else. You know the side I'm on? I'm on the side of Americans. I'm on the side of the economy being thriving, commerce working, and our government helping us to do our job, not shut our jobs down. And yeah, I don't know. It's hard to follow the news because every day the story changes. And every day there's a new reason why there's a shutdown or the debt, the ceiling, and all these other things that are fast approaching that could ultimately have catastrophic consequences for the entire economy. Right now, the shutdown is having catastrophic consequences on my fishery. And we're just the first of many people that are going to be impacted as this starts to mushroom out.
Well, I don't expect you to pick sides one way or the other, but the bottom line is you just want the government back open.
I'd like to, you know what? I'd like the government to open so I can go back to work.
All right, Captain, good luck, and thanks so much for stopping by.
All right, thank you.